Doing virtually, I mean, you've got a new album coming out, but you've been touring a hell of a lot, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. All last summer and the beginning of this year, out in Europe doing festivals, the whole bit.
Okay, well, we look forward to hearing you playing live later on in today's show, and we'll be back.
A piece where we had a kind of whole load of record company hassles, and we had an absolutely fantastic trip, kind of hype sort of trip to the Soviet Union that kind of put the kibosh on a few things. But what happens, you know. I take a real kind of zen approach to it. If things work out and everything's successful, then great, and if it doesn't work out successfully, then no one dies of it, you know.
But weren't you going massive in the States, and you almost like took a step back and said, no, we don't want to do it anymore?
Yeah, we got to the stage where it was like gold albums and Grammy nominations and stuff like that, and we didn't really step back from it, but we kind of we came away and kind of thought about what we were doing and decided that rather than just kind of do what people wanted us to do for the sake of being successful, that we wanted to make records that we wanted to make and be completely in control of the whole thing ourselves. So.
Big move. Do you think it was a big mistake looking back?
I don't know.
I think the record company are always in control at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't know. You do what you do and you go with it. You know, I think that nobody wants to write songs to play them in their bedroom. Well, I don't anyway. I don't see the point in it. And you kind of want them to be as successful as they can, but if they're not successful, then there's always other songs to write, you know.
What was that like, though, you know, playing in the Soviet Union? What, 88, I think it was,
Yeah.
Because it was still the Cold War, wasn't it?
It was. The worst thing for me about it was I kind of grew up thinking a lot of the stuff about the Soviet Union was like kind of Western propaganda, you know. It's like, yeah, stay in the West, you know, it's better. You can drink beer and smoke tabs and do what you want, you know. And I thought, I bet it's really like that in Russia, and they're just telling us all this stuff. So we went there, and it wasn't like people had to queue up for everything. Everything was naff. The buildings were all kind of dilapidated.
I felt incredibly wealthy.
Yeah, there's a change. And just everybody was really suspicious of each other, you know. Like you'd meet people and talk to them, okay, and they'd kind of be forever looking over their shoulder.
It helped with my name out there. Everyone could pronounce it. That was a.
Well, they didn't think you were a defector, though.
Well, I always get stopped at the old borders in those sort of scenarios.
You're trying to sneak one of us out with you there.
Yeah.
Like one of these sort of transplanted type people, like they do. Now, let's talk about the Flower Festival. I mean, is that a big deal to you? You know, because in a way, although you're Scottish, I suppose, parentage, you were born in Manchester, weren't you?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, in a certain way, I certainly grew up in a real kind of folk and country music culture. You know, the traditional. I grew up in a real kind of small mining village in Scotland. After having moved from Manchester as a really young kid, I can't even have remembered having stayed there. Although apparently you stayed in the same area.
Oh, that's very lovely area,
yes.
Really.
And kind of people used to get together on a Saturday night and sing folk songs and country songs, and kids got to stay up late and see parents making a fool of themselves drunk, and it was just like that, you know. So I grew up playing like that, playing folk and country music, and it's there in the music, so it's great to get a chance to go and play on a thing where it's like a whole bill of Celtic-based music.
So you went from a flower at home to a flower in front of
That's right, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Listen, good luck with that. You're going to be playing for us later on. As I said, we'll be seeing a taste of a big country in concert with a live performance from the band in the studio after all of this week's number ones.